All right, well, good morning, South Mississippi. Happy Saturday. It's a really nice start to the day for the most part. We do have those partly to mostly cloudy skies, but it is a very muggy start to the day. Mostly across South Mississippi as of 8:40, we are seeing those 80s very quickly making their way across all of South Mississippi. You can see especially our coastal areas, Biloxi already at 84 degrees. As we head into the afternoon hours, most of us will be in those lower 90s. But let's take a look at some of those tower cams across the area. We have been seeing a mix of clouds to start off the day. Some of us did see some showers, especially closer to the coastal areas where we did see some rain. Mainly offshore, and a few thunderstorms further offshore as well. But overall, we are still keeping a close eye on the potential for at least a few spotty showers and storms. This would mainly be in the afternoon and evening hours. Currently 81 degrees at the Gulfport Airport right now, and we have a bug hanging out on the camera there. Once again, 81 degrees at the Gulfport Airports. Very, very muggy start to the day. Dew point in the 70s. West-northwest wind at 3 miles per hour at the moment. Radar all clear. You can see down in the bottom corner of the screen, we have started to see at least a few of those showers and storms, mainly along the barrier islands and even beyond the islands. But looking at the bigger picture across the region, we have been stuck under that same pattern for a few days now. Large upper scale high pressure system and the jet stream moving up and around that. Several disturbances along the jet stream. Those have been capable of producing some pretty strong storms, but those have been staying far away from South Mississippi today. And that trend will continue. For today, you can see that slight risk area well to our north, an enhanced risk area to up in northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, central and northern Georgia as well. And that's for one of those disturbances moving along the jet stream. There will be several of them over the next several days. And as that high pressure system moves away from us, well, that gives the opportunity for some of those to start curving a little bit further south. You can start to see that here as we go through the Storm Prediction Center's outlooks. Let's go to Sunday. You can see that path has kind of dropped a little bit further to the south. The highest risk for severe weather is still well to our north and our west, but there is the potential that we do get maybe at least a few scattered storms, some of which could become strong. We're going to cover that all on Futurecast here in just a little bit. Then let's go to Monday. Now, Monday of the 3 days is the highest risk for seeing some of those stronger storms here in South Mississippi. You can see most of us in that level 2 slight risk on a scale going from 1 to 5. And that is because of another of those systems moving along or around that ridge could actually end up moving towards us here in South Mississippi, therefore bringing us some of those stronger storms. Here's what Futurecast looks like, and you're going to see here exactly what we're talking about. Many of those disturbances, they ride that jet stream. They stay well off to our north, like the one for today with the enhanced risk. That moves up into northern Georgia by the time we get to late this evening. Then we move into tomorrow morning. Now you can see there's that second one, 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. That's when this second disturbance is expected to start flaring up. Once again, northern Mississippi, northern Alabama is where the strongest storms will be. You can see there, that one dives just a little bit further to the south as that high pressure system starts to move away from us. And especially going into Sunday evening and Sunday night, at least one of those might clip South Mississippi, bringing us at least a few of those stronger showers and storms. Once again, that's why Sunday has that slightly higher chance of seeing at least a few strong storms. That's mainly in the evening and overnight hours. You can see that's Futurecast showing those arriving here on the coast by about 9 or 10 o'clock Sunday night. Let's go to Monday, and so you can see here off to the north and the west, that is the system that is expected to curve far enough south to make it directly into South Mississippi. That is the one that we do have the severe weather risk for Monday. Now the biggest concerns with this one is going to be the gusty winds and the small hail. We're going to have to keep a close eye on this. Of course, the high resolution forecast models that we're looking at here on this version of Futurecast don't make it all the way quite to Monday evening, but at least looking at Monday morning, very early Monday morning on this frame here, you can see how it's beginning to form, and eventually that is the one that will make it into South Mississippi. That would be Monday afternoon or Monday evening when that finally does arrive. Overall, your weekend forecast is looking pretty nice out there. We are going to be very, very warm this weekend. High temperatures in the low 90s with lots of humidity, so that heat index will be around 100 to 105 at times. Some spots maybe even a little bit higher than that. So you can see evening storms possible tonight. Sunday, the higher chance of seeing at least a few more of those hit or miss storms, some of which could be strong. But we do need to keep in mind with those heat index values with the really high humidity, you need to be exercising extreme caution, especially if spending long periods of time outdoors. Use plenty of sunscreen and make sure you pack extra water. You don't want to be exposed to those high UV rays for a long time. You definitely don't want to fall victim to heat stress, cramps, heat exhaustion, things like that. You want to make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Move indoors at times if you need to. Here's that heat index forecast for today. You can see, once again, most areas around 100 to 105. Some spots could climb even a little bit higher above that in terms of the heat index forecast. So we'll have to keep a close eye on that as we go into the afternoon hours. Tomorrow, similar situation, maybe even a little bit higher. Heat index values widespread around 100 to 106. Once again, maybe even a little bit more as we go into those late afternoon hours. So another thing to keep an eye on. Once again, Sunday, that slightly higher chance of those hit or miss showers and storms that might help cool many of us off. Tropical outlook. The good news is that things do look pretty quiet for the next several days. No tropical systems expected anywhere in the Gulf, Caribbean, or Atlantic over about the next 7 to 10 days. Of course, we'll always keep an eye on that, especially as we move deeper into hurricane season. We don't always see a named storm in June, so we'll just keep a close eye out for that. 7-day forecast, here's what this looks like. We are going to be seeing a little bit of a pattern change as we go through the next several days. Of course, Sunday, a slightly higher chance of the hit or miss showers and storms. Monday, we do have that system arriving in the afternoon or evening hours. That could bring some severe weather into the area. High wind gusts, small hail possible. Looking at the rest of the week, well, we do have a more disturbed pattern because of that high pressure zone moving away, allowing more of those disturbances to move towards us. And at that point, we could see those temperatures lower a little bit with those much higher rain chances.